I know what you're going through. You wake up, hoping today will be different, that you'll feel like the man you once were, full of strength, vitality, and desire. But deep down, you know something has changed. If you're a man over 60 and you've noticed changes in your energy, stamina, or sexual performance, particularly with weaker erections, I want to be very clear with you. This is not just getting older. The real culprit might be sitting right on your breakfast plate. The so-called healthy foods you've been told to eat could be quietly sabotaging your masculinity. Meal by meal, they're triggering a hidden biological response, shutting down testosterone, slowing blood flow, dulling your desire, and weakening the quality of your erections. For years, many foods marketed as heart-healthy or doctor-approved have made their way onto your plate, especially at breakfast. But what you may not know is that these common foods can trigger a biological response that suppresses key hormones like testosterone and restricts healthy blood flow. And unless you stop this quiet sabotage, your masculinity will continue to slip away. It's time to see the truth, starting with what's on your plate. What I am about to reveal will completely change how you think about breakfast, your body, and your potential to feel like a man again, regardless of your age. And I promise you, what you learn in the next few minutes could be the difference between accepting decline and reclaiming your masculine power. I am Dr. Lauren, a men's health specialist with over 20 years of clinical experience. In my practice, I have discovered that the key to restoring masculine vitality is not found in a pharmacy, but in your kitchen, specifically, in what you eat within the first 60 minutes of waking up. Your body has a narrow window each morning when it is primed to rebuild circulation, strengthen pelvic muscles, and restore the biological processes that make you feel like a man. Miss this window, and you spend the rest of your day fighting an uphill battle against declining performance. Here is what most men do not understand. Your morning meal is not just fuel for your day. It is a biological signal that tells your body whether to operate in restoration mode or decay mode, whether to produce the hormones that make you feel strong, confident, and virile, or to continue the slow spiral toward feeling like a shadow of your former self. The pharmaceutical industry has spent billions convincing you that declining performance is inevitable, that you need their pills and prescriptions to feel like a man again. But what they do not want you to know is that your body has an incredible capacity to heal and restore itself, given the right nutritional signals. In this video, I will reveal 5 specific morning foods that can reverse this decline naturally and powerfully. Foods that work with your body's natural rhythms to restore blood flow, rebuild muscle strength, and reignite confidence in the bedroom. These are not exotic superfoods or expensive supplements. They are simple, accessible foods that you can find in any grocery store. And I promise you, food number 3 delivers results so fast that most men notice changes within just 1 week. Some of my patients have reported feeling a difference in as little as 3 days. Before we dive in, if you want to reclaim your vitality and improve circulation where it matters most, make sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. This ensures you never miss another science-backed tip designed specifically for men over 60. If this video resonates with you, write 1 in the comments. If not, write 0. I read every response, and your feedback helps me create better content for your needs. The breakfast trap revealed. Before I reveal the 5 foods, let me expose the breakfast trap that is destroying your masculine vitality. Because understanding what you should avoid is just as important as knowing what you should include. Most men over 60 fall into one of 3 breakfast patterns, and all 3 are slowly killing your performance. Pattern 1. The coffee and carb trap. You wake up, grab a cup of coffee, maybe a piece of toast or a pastry, and think you are done. What you do not realize is that this combination creates a blood sugar roller coaster that exhausts your adrenal glands, the same glands responsible for testosterone production. Pattern 2. The cereal deception. You pour yourself a bowl of what the box claims is heart-healthy cereal, add some milk, and believe you are making a good choice. But most cereals, even the ones marketed as healthy, are loaded with processed sugars and inflammatory ingredients that create oxidative stress in your blood vessels. Pattern 3. the skip it entirely approach. You figure you will just have coffee and wait until lunch to eat something substantial. But this forces your body into starvation mode, slowing your metabolism and prioritizing survival over sexual function. All three patterns share one deadly characteristic. They fail to provide your body with the specific nutrients it needs to maintain healthy circulation and hormone production. They leave your pelvic muscles starved for the building blocks they need to function properly. Food 1. Whole eggs, the circulation foundation. Let me start with the first food, something you probably already have in your refrigerator but have been completely underutilizing. I am talking about whole eggs, nature's most complete nutritional powerhouse for restoring masculine circulation. After 60, I cannot count how many men have sat in my office, frustrated and embarrassed, asking why their body is not responding like it used to. When I ask about their morning routine, they almost always say the same thing. Dr. Lauren, I just grab coffee and maybe a piece of toast. What they do not realize is that their body is starving for specific nutrients from the moment they wake up, and whole eggs contain the perfect combination of those nutrients. Here is the science. Whole eggs contain all 9 essential amino acids that your body cannot produce on its own. But more importantly for masculine health, they are loaded with vitamin D, which is crucial for testosterone production. Most men over 60 are severely deficient in vitamin D, and this deficiency directly impacts their ability to produce adequate testosterone. The secret lies in the yolk. That golden center is packed with choline, a nutrient that supports nerve function and helps maintain the electrical signals that control erections. It also contains leucine, a powerful amino acid that triggers muscle protein synthesis in your pelvic floor muscles. These are the same muscles that support erections, control urinary function, and maintain your stability and strength. When blood flow decreases with age, these muscles are among the first to suffer. But when you feed them properly, especially first thing in the morning, your body responds dramatically. You feel steadier, experience fewer issues with numbness, and yes, you start feeling more confident in intimate moments. Not because of some chemical reaction from a pill, but because your blood is flowing properly again. Let me share Marcus's story. Marcus came to me at 64, completely defeated. He had tried every supplement advertised on late-night television, spent thousands on testosterone treatments, and even considered more invasive procedures. He looked me in the eye and said, "Dr. Lauren, it has been over 3 years. Nothing works anymore. I wake up and feel like my body has given up." His blood work showed what I suspected: low vitamin D, poor protein absorption, and signs of chronic inflammation. But rather than prescribe another supplement, I told him exactly what I am telling you now. For 1 month, start every single day with 2 whole eggs. Boiled, scrambled, over easy, it does not matter. Just make them your first food every morning. And here is the key. Eat them within 30 minutes of waking up, when your body is most receptive to nutrient absorption. He was skeptical. He had been conditioned to believe that only medical interventions could help him. But 4 weeks later, my phone rang at a.m. It was Marcus, and his voice was completely different. He said, "Doc, I do not know what happened, but I woke up today feeling 30 years younger. My energy is back. My confidence is back, and my wife noticed the difference too. She said I am walking taller, speaking with more authority, and yes, things are working again downstairs. That is the power of giving your body what it needs when it needs it most." 2 simple eggs, but eaten with intention and consistency, had restored what expensive treatments could not. Food number 2. Oatmeal with chia seeds, the artery cleanser. The second food is a combination that acts like a natural artery cleanser, oatmeal with chia seeds. And when I say oatmeal, I mean real, steel-cut oats, not the instant packets loaded with sugar and artificial flavors. Every time I see a man struggling with poor circulation, weak performance, or that constant heavy feeling in his lower body, I ask about his breakfast. Far too often, it either does not exist or consists of sugar and empty carbs that actually make circulation worse. What I recommend instead might seem too simple to be effective, but this warm bowl of oatmeal with chia seeds has transformed more lives than you could imagine. Here is why this combination is so powerful. Oatmeal contains a special fiber called beta-glucan, which has been proven in clinical studies to not only help lower cholesterol, but actually clean the walls of your blood vessels. Think of it as a gentle scrub brush for your arteries, removing the plaque and inflammation that restricts blood flow. This allows more oxygen-rich blood to reach critical areas, including your pelvis and groin. For men over 60, this kind of circulation support is not just helpful, it is essential. Your cardiovascular system has been working hard for 6 decades, and it needs this kind of gentle, consistent support to function optimally. When you add chia seeds, something incredible happens. These tiny seeds may look insignificant, but they are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, magnesium, and potassium. These nutrients work together to help your blood vessels relax, reduce inflammation, and allow smoother, stronger blood flow. The omega-3s specifically help reduce the stiffness in your arterial walls that naturally occurs with age. The magnesium acts as a natural calcium channel blocker, helping your blood vessels dilate properly. And the potassium helps regulate blood pressure, ensuring that blood reaches every part of your body with the right amount of force. This combination directly impacts your ability to achieve and maintain healthy erections, but the benefits go far beyond sexual function. You will notice improved energy, better mental clarity, and a general sense of vitality that you may not have felt in years. I remember David, a 62-year-old engineer, who told me his body had started shutting down after a stressful period following his retirement. He had expected retirement to be relaxing, but instead found himself dealing with low energy, trouble with stairs, and intimacy that was fading from his marriage. His wife had started making comments about him seeming old and tired all the time. This devastated him because he still felt young, mentally, but his body was betraying him. I convinced him to replace his sugary cereal with steel-cut oats, 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, fresh blueberries, and a pinch of cinnamon. I told him to eat this every morning without fail for 30 days. Within 2 weeks, his legs felt lighter when he climbed stairs. Within a month, he was sleeping better and waking up with more energy. The benefits he noticed both in and out of the bedroom were remarkable. "Doc," he said, laughing during our follow-up appointment, "I did not think a bowl of oatmeal could do this." My wife asked me what I was doing differently because I seem like a different person. The truth is, what you eat in the morning sets the tone for your blood flow for the entire day. This simple combination tells your arteries it is safe to open up and nourish the muscles and nerves that make you feel like a man. Food number 3. Watermelon, the natural Viagra. Now let me reveal food number 3. And this is the one that delivers results fast. I am talking about watermelon, what I call nature's natural Viagra. I still remember the look on my patient Robert E's face when I told him to start eating watermelon in the mornings. He laughed and said, "Dr. Lauren, I thought that was just a summer snack for kids." But what he did not know, and what most men do not know, is that watermelon is one of nature's most underrated tools for restoring blood flow, especially where it matters most. Here is the science that will blow your mind. Watermelon is packed with an amino acid called L-citrulline. Once in your body, this converts to L-arginine, which then boosts nitric oxide production. Nitric oxide is the exact same compound that opens your blood vessels and allows more blood to reach your groin. This is the exact same biological pathway used by popular erectile dysfunction drugs like Viagra and Cialis. But instead of introducing synthetic chemicals into your system, you are fueling this natural process with food. The difference is remarkable. Pharmaceutical drugs force your blood vessels to dilate, often causing side effects like headaches, flushing, and dangerous interactions with other medications. But when you boost nitric oxide naturally through L-citrulline, your body regulates the process safely and effectively. And it works incredibly fast. I have had patients tell me they started noticing greater sensitivity and stronger morning erections within just 1 week of adding watermelon to their routine. Some report feeling a difference in as little as 3 days. The concentration of L-citrulline in watermelon is actually higher than in many expensive supplements. A 2-cup serving of watermelon contains about 250 milligrams of citrulline, which is enough to produce a noticeable effect in most men. But here's what makes this even more powerful. Watermelon also contains lycopene, the same antioxidant that makes tomatoes red. Lycopene has been shown to improve prostate health and reduce inflammation in the pelvic region. For men over 60, this dual benefit of improved circulation and prostate support is invaluable. Robert called me 2 weeks after starting his watermelon routine. His voice was excited, almost boyish. He said, "Dr. Lauren, I do not know if it is the watermelon or the fact that I am finally eating breakfast, but something is definitely waking up downstairs. This morning I felt like I was 40 again." But the story gets even better. 3 months later, Robert sent me a text message that made my day. He said, "Doc, my wife and I just booked a romantic weekend getaway, something we have not done in 5 years because I was too embarrassed about my performance. Thank you for giving me back my confidence." The citrulline was doing its job, opening blood vessels and giving his lower body a new sense of vitality. But more than that, it was giving him back his sense of masculine identity. For best results, eat watermelon on an empty stomach or just before your main breakfast. A couple of slices are enough to get the therapeutic dose of citrulline. And here is a professional tip that most people do not know. Do not throw away the white rind. That white part between the red flesh and the green skin has the highest concentration of citrulline. You can blend it into a smoothie, juice it, or even chew it lightly. It may not be sweet, but your circulation will thank you. If you have been looking for a natural way to feel more alive and energized downstairs, watermelon might be one of the easiest, most refreshing tools you have been overlooking. Food number 4. Sweet potato with Celtic salt, the mineral powerhouse. The 4th food gets the most surprised reactions from my patients. Steamed sweet potato with Celtic salt, what I call the circulation stabilizer and mineral powerhouse. Once you understand how your body works in the first minutes after waking, this recommendation makes perfect sense. Your muscles, including those in your legs, pelvis, and yes, even your penis, are operating in a deficit after hours without food. Your blood vessels need minerals to function properly. Your muscles need glycogen to contract effectively. And your nervous system needs balance to send the right signals throughout your body. Half a steamed sweet potato sprinkled with just a pinch of unrefined Celtic sea salt can be the morning stabilizer your entire lower body has been craving. Here is why sweet potatoes are so powerful for masculine health. They are packed with complex carbohydrates that provide sustained energy without spiking your blood sugar. This steady energy supply is crucial for maintaining consistent blood flow throughout the day. But sweet potatoes also contain high levels of potassium, which helps regulate blood pressure and supports healthy circulation. They are rich in vitamin A, which supports testosterone production, and vitamin C, which helps maintain the integrity of your blood vessel walls. When you add Celtic salt, something magical happens. Unlike regular table salt, which is stripped of its minerals and often contains anti-caking agents, Celtic salt is unrefined and contains over 80 essential minerals that your body needs to function optimally. These minerals help your body retain the right amount of water, regulate nerve impulses, and maintain healthy blood pressure without the dangerous spikes and crashes associated with processed foods. The mineral content is particularly important for men over 60 because mineral deficiencies become more common with age. Your body becomes less efficient at absorbing nutrients, and years of stress, poor diet, and environmental toxins can deplete your mineral stores. These minerals help with muscle contractions, including the smooth muscle contractions that are essential for healthy erections. They optimize nerve sensitivity, which can fade with age if we are not careful about our nutrition. I had a patient, James, who was 68 years old when he came to see me. He told me he woke up every morning with heavy, numb legs and a persistent ache in his groin. He described it as feeling like his lower body was shutting down. He had tried stretches, massages, hot baths, and even prescribed medications for circulation. Nothing seemed to work. He was convinced that this was just part of getting older and that he would have to accept this new reality. I suggested what seemed like a small change. Before his usual breakfast, try half a steamed sweet potato with a glass of warm water and a pinch of Celtic salt. I told him to do this every morning for 2 weeks. He thought it was too simple to make a difference, but he was desperate enough to try anything. 3 days later, he called me with excitement in his voice. Doctor, Lauren, I do not know what is happening, but my legs feel lighter, and I am not leaning on the nightstand just to get up. The ache in my groin is almost gone. 2 weeks later, he reported that his energy levels had improved dramatically. He was sleeping better, waking up more refreshed, and feeling more confident in all areas of his life. There is something comforting about starting the day with real food, something your body recognizes and can use immediately. Something that does not just treat symptoms, but actually restores balance from the inside out. Sweet potatoes may seem humble, but when eaten this way, they work quietly and powerfully to restore circulation, balance minerals, and energize every step you take. Food number 5. Timing and implementation strategy. The fifth and final element is not a food, but something equally important, the precise timing and implementation strategy that makes all the difference. You see, having the right foods is only half the equation. The other half is knowing exactly when and how to eat them for maximum impact. This is where most men fail, even when they know what they should be eating. Your body operates on circadian rhythms, and there is a specific window each morning when your digestive system is primed for maximum nutrient absorption. This window opens about 30 minutes after you wake up and stays open for roughly 90 minutes. During this time, your stomach acid production is at its peak, your insulin sensitivity is optimized, and your blood flow is directed toward your digestive organs. This is when your body is most capable of extracting and utilizing the nutrients from your food. Miss this window, and even the best foods in the world will not have the same impact. Eat too early, and your digestive system is not fully awake. Eat too late, and you have missed the optimal absorption period. Here is my exact protocol for implementation. Week 1. Start with just one food. Choose whichever one appeals to you most, but commit to eating it every single morning for 7 days. This allows your body to adjust and begin showing you results. Week 2. Add a second food. Now you are eating 2 of the 4 foods every morning. Notice how your energy levels change, how your body feels, and yes, how your performance improves. Week 3. Add the third food. By now, you should be feeling significantly different. Your circulation should be improved, your energy more stable, and your confidence growing. Week 4. Add the 4th food and establish your complete morning routine. This becomes your new normal, your daily investment in your masculine vitality. But here is the key: consistency trumps perfection. It is better to eat 2 eggs every single morning than to have the perfect breakfast 3 times a week. Your body responds to consistent signals, not perfect execution. If you have made it this far, that tells me something important. You care. You are not just coasting through this stage of life, letting your body do whatever it wants. You are still in the fight. And the good news is you now have a proven system. Start tomorrow morning. Do not wait until Monday. Do not wait until you go grocery shopping. Do not wait until you feel ready. Your body is ready right now, and every day you delay is another day of missed opportunity. Give your body what it needs when it is asking for it. This is the moment your blood vessels are most receptive, when your muscles are ready to take in nutrients, when you can break the cycle of decline and start rebuilding what time tried to take away. You might not notice dramatic changes overnight, but stay consistent. In a few days, you could feel more energy in your legs, more warmth in your groin, more strength in your steps, and more response where it matters. You could sleep better, wake up more refreshed, and start feeling something you have not felt in a long time: hope. If you are worried it is too late for you, I can tell you with complete honesty that it is not. I have seen men in their 60s, 72nds, and even late 80s transform their energy, intimacy, and overall vitality by simply committing to this one thing: starting. So the question is simple. Will you take that first step tomorrow morning? Or will you let another day pass, waiting for something to change on its own? If there is one thing I have learned after decades working with men over 60, it is that aging does not take your strength. It only takes what you are willing to surrender. And most of the time, what we surrender is not our bodies, but our belief that change is still possible. But I am here to remind you that it absolutely is possible. Your body wants to heal, wants to perform, wants to make you feel like a man again. It just needs the right tools and the right timing. Now you know about 4 powerful morning foods: whole eggs for foundational nutrition and testosterone support, oatmeal with chia seeds for arterial health, watermelon for natural nitric oxide boost, and sweet potatoes with Celtic salt for mineral balance and sustained energy. These are not fads or gimmicks. They are real foods that speak directly to your biology. Plus, you understand exactly when and how to eat these foods for maximum impact. You recognize that how you spend your first waking hour sets the tone for everything else: your vitality, your confidence, and even your relationships. You do not need to change everything overnight. Just start. Pick one food. Eat it tomorrow morning. Then do it again the next day, and the next. Reclaim your mornings. Let your food work for you, turning every bite into a powerful statement that you are still writing your story. This is not the end of your masculine journey. Far from it. Your next chapter starts at breakfast and begins with your decision to try. If this video opened your eyes in any way, do me a favor. Click the like button so more men like you find this message, and share it with a friend, a brother, a father, someone who needs to hear this. Together, we can help more men reclaim their vitality, naturally. And of course, subscribe and hit the notification bell to not miss more straightforward, no-nonsense health tips like this. I am committed to helping you feel like the man you are meant to be, regardless of your age. And now I want to hear from you. If you found this content valuable, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 and tell me how I can serve you better. Which of these 4 foods will you try first? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and remember, the best days are not behind you. They are ahead of you, starting tomorrow morning. Take care, and I will see you in the next video.